Sabrina, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good, good. Congratulations on Jane, which arrives in select AMC theaters on Friday, August 26th, and streaming on Creator Plus Friday, September 16. I've watched the movie recently, very much enjoyed it. You co-wrote this script with Rishi. So why this particular story? What was the inspiration behind Jane?
Yeah, we really want to tell a story about internal pressure in high school. You know, you see a lot of movies set in high school about politics of high school oriented things, or, you know, someone who's going through this immense exterior trial. And it was really something we want to tell about the internal pressure and anxiety at that stage, especially around the college admissions process, and the way that it's really crazy, the pressure kids put on themselves around this, especially in certain environments. But I think in any environment, you know, when you're suddenly faced with decisions you feel like are going to impact the rest of your adult life, it's just a lot of pressure.
Is that an indictment of perhaps the fact that other high school dramas or high school teen shows out there do not really cover these dilemmas?
It's not an indictment. I think every film serves a different purpose. I just thought that there was a bit of a void in seeing it through one person's experience, and someone who really has this desire to succeed for themselves, and particularly a young woman who is extremely high functioning but also suffering greatly, and through her work perspective. I just felt like that was an experience that we hadn't yet seen.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your directorial feature-length directorial debut, right?
Correct.
So transitioning from making short films to something like this feature length, was that a trial and error experience? Was that a smooth sailing experience? What did you learn as a director now that you've made your film debut?
Yeah, I think every film has its own crazy trial and tribulation. I think every film has its own set of hurdles, and it's a miracle they all get made. But you know, there's definitely part of it that is different because you're dealing with more time. But the pieces are there, right? When you do a short, when you do other types of projects. I had the experience of working for a lot of amazing directors prior to this film, and being involved in feature films from the very beginning of prep to the very end of post. So from working for those people, nothing was super surprising. I will say COVID was a curveball, but besides that, you know, I felt very prepared that I knew what to expect, while also knowing you can't expect anything.
Fantastic cast, by the way. Chloe Yu, Chloe Bailey, Madeleine, and Nina Bloomgarden. This is a pretty dark and heavy story, psychological thriller, if you will. So in the process of casting these roles, what made you decide that these actresses, these four actresses, have exactly what it took to bring these respective characters to life?
Yeah, I mean, they all did such amazing jobs. I think the characters, especially on the page and then the way that they brought them to life, are all so different. They kind of represent different sides of Madeleine's character, Olivia's personality in a way. You know, you have Izzy, who's a popular girl, and Nina, who comes in and is academically, you know, excelling. And you have Jane, who she's yearning for in some way. And you really have these four very different characters. And even Josa, played by Carrie Metters, you know, all of these characters really show a different side of the teenage girl experience, I think, through Madeleine's eyes. So casting these wonderful actors who all really embodied pieces of those characters and having a very eclectic cast was really important to me.
Now, what were some of the challenging scenes to shoot? Was it the falling into the pool scene? That was kind of crazy. I mean,
that was crazy. That was challenging because we only had one take to get them falling in. You know, we could do certain parts of it over and over again, but because of wardrobe and hair and resetting, it was like we had one minute to get that fall in. So we actually had our cinematographer Diana was operating on land, and then we had an underwater DP. So we caught it from both angles. But that was, you know, it's stunts, it's special equipment. There was a lot going on in that scene, but the girls did an amazing job and were such good sports about jumping back in the water and doing it and getting it from different angles, because coverage in a pool, you know, shooting it is also very hard because people float and it's hard to make sure it matches. So that was definitely a very intensive scene, but very fun.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. This is an awesome film. I very much enjoyed it, and hopefully a lot of people get to watch it because it brings up very important themes. And so, Sabrina, thank you for talking to me, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.